chosen ones, empaths, we all know that narcissists are delusional creatures, right? And the thing is, no matter how high your value, no matter how much worth, and no matter how much supply you gave to the narcissist, when it comes to a time that the narcissist believes that they want to devalue you, that you're not worth anything, this is when it doesn't matter what you do. Your supply may have subsided a bit and they feel like you're not worth anything anymore, right? In reality, you are. Your worth is still there. This devaluation that they're putting you through, this is a process that they go through in their minds. It's the way you're appearing. So they're devaluing you. You don't appear so worthy. You don't appear you're shining as bright. You don't appear as a potent supply anymore. So their eyes get wide and they begin scanning other people to make them their primary target, right? And oftentimes when they get first into these relationships with these new supplies, they was most likely caught in the new supply while they were still with you. But when they actually get with these new supplies, they're euphoric. They think everything's great, everything's wonderful. And you'll probably catch them posting frequently on their social media a picture with them and the new supply. They'll be trying to show it to the world. They'll be trying to show it to you to hurt you, right? But what you don't see is the stuff that happens behind closed doors and in the inner psyche of the narcissist mind. You see, they begin to see the new supply in a dimmer and dimmer light. The new supply doesn't seem so appealing. And when this process begins happening, it makes you shine bright again. It makes you seem more appealing again. You see, I mentioned in my video earlier about how they start to re-idealize you. You start to appear more like they need you when they know they can't have you. And what's naturally happened by them cutting you off in the most toxic fashion, or by them reverse discarding you, or, you know what I mean, you having to get rid of them. They didn't value you at one point. But as I said, this is all going on in the illusionary world of the narcissist. This is all happening in their psyche, the way that they see the world. And naturally what happens is this new supply is like hit and miss. Like, you know, the new supply might be doing certain things well, but then they're lacking in other areas. And they just start to see any positive feelings they had towards this new supply starts to fade very rapidly, and actually disappoints the narcissist. They're disappointed now. They're in this new situation, something that seems so appealing, something when they threw away the precious stone that you are, they cast that aside like it was nothing. They felt like this grass was greener. They felt like this was something that they were going to level up on. And they find themselves stuck in this situation with this new supply, disappointed. All they want and can see is you shining brightly. And they're actually keeping tabs on you. So if you've managed to make a stern recovery and you've managed to bounce back, so to speak, you don't necessarily have to have moved on yet, but they see you're shining brightly again. They see you're healing. They see you're over them. They see that you've door slammed, bolted and welded it shut and you're not letting them back in. This will intensify how bright you're shining to them, you know? And the narcissist is stuck with this conundrum. They're stuck in this scenario where They made a move in life and it was a wrong move. This is the thing that people do not talk about the narcissist. Someone who lacks empathy, someone who's so evil, someone who makes decisions based on the destruction of others doesn't end up going to good places. You know, these decisions they're making, they're irrational decisions, they're stupid decisions, they're dumb decisions. A normal person in a relationship with you, even if it was getting tough, because you can have rocky moments in normal relationships too, they would actually come to the rational thinking and think, you know what, this person's helped build me up. They've helped keep me afloat. You know, I was broken at one point when I first met them. They would reflect on all of these positive attributes that you have. They would see this within you. You know? But the narcissist is delusional. They go through these bouts of delusion. And that's all they see. Regular people can have delusions as well in mental health. Regular people can have delusions and stuff like that as well. And this is what I'm saying. Narcissists, I don't believe it's a mental health condition. I believe they're predestined to be destructive, evil, horrible beings on earth that walk amongst us. That's what I truly believe. But you can beg to differ, you know. I don't see any hope for them. But they go through and they are very delusional. They have these delusions. They have delusions of grandeur. They feel like they're better than you. They have this and they fundamentally believe this when they're going through it. But what happens to delusions? All delusions come to an end at some point. And this delusion we're talking about here, where you were cast aside, where you weren't valuable anymore, where you weren't nothing, this begins to resurface when they're with the new supply. This is why you experience hoovers. This is why you experience them stalking you. This is why you experience them cyber stalking you. This is why you experience them messaging you stupid messages or doing deranged stuff from fake profiles to your social media accounts. This is why you find them doing this, because they're not content in their decisions. Even as a normal human being, functional human being, you can have regret. You make mistakes. You make wrong errors. You learn by them. They don't learn by them. They repeat these mistakes again and again and again and again. You know? As I've mentioned to you before, they've never truly appreciated who you were anyway. Most likely they had a relationship very close by to yours. And when they were first with you, they were caught up on their ex. Now, the only difference is now they've gone to a new supply and they're caught up on their ex, and the ex is you. Even when they were with you, they were caught up on their ex. You heard all of the barbaric stories and the ways that they were treated badly, and you heard all of these stories about how they were treated mad, and they're not their ex was so mean and their ex was so toxic. You heard all of these stories, and you know what? Maybe some of them are true, but a lot of them, I think, are fabrications. You know, a lot of them are fabrications. And they're still very much accustomed to their ex when they're first with you. But you don't see this. They're love bombing you. You don't see this. They're actually just love bombing someone else. Meanwhile, they've got so much chaos and internal conflict going on in their minds. You don't see it. And this is what I'm saying. This new supply, don't see it. The difference when they met us with a chosen one and their empath is we managed to become and we managed to show them exactly what we are. And we are a potent supply source. You know, if this ex wasn't an empath, or this ex wasn't as potent as we are, they would eventually come to terms with the fact of losing the ex, and they'll transition to us. But this new supply, a lot of us have seen who they've gone with in the new supply, and we're like, yo, that's a Dusty. They've gone with a Dusty. And we can see they're a Dusty. And the narcissist is so delusional, they think they've got God's gift. And they've gone with a Dusty. And we can see they've gone with a Dusty. You know, so just wait for the time. If this is fresh for you, just happened, just wait for the time. Don't believe the mirage of the social media. Don't believe their delusional behavior, displaying the new supply, posting it, trying to invoke feelings of jealousy. Everything's premeditated, everything's worked out. They've got a calculated plan to destroy and hurt your feelings, and that's all this. That's as basic as I can put it. That's what they're doing, you know. But they don't post when they're disappointed. You'll just get a call at 2 a.m. or you'll get a message at 2 a.m. or you'll get a friend request at 2 a.m. You'll get something at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. some stupid time o'clock. They'll reach out and do some stupidness while they're in the bathroom, secretly hiding it from the new supplier that they're reaching out to you through these fake accounts or however they're doing it. Maybe even showing their bare face, their bare identity. You know, I am blessed to be in the situation I'm in because of police being involved, etc. Because it actually kept a very toxic person that would have never got out of my life had it not been for the way it worked out, thanks to the grace of God. I would have never actually got rid of this person out of my life. They would have very much been stuck like a thorn in the side. So this is why, for those of you that haven't got police restrictions or you don't have this in place, look for an option to do that to them. You know, you need to keep them away, because if you give in to these times when they reach back out, these Hoover attempts, you start getting back involved and you're being triangulated with them and the new supply and different scenarios. It can become very toxic. So the best recipe is literally cutting this person out of your mind, like a lobotomy, cutting them out of your heart, cutting them out of your spirit, and moving forward with your life without them, because the relationship is over. The moment, if you have these boundaries in place, the moment they've stepped away from your life and gone and engaged with someone new and been sexual, you need to cut and sever all ties with this person immediately, because they're no good for you. This person is beyond, they're not thinking like a normal person. Someone that goes off and has sex with other people and then tries to come back to you is very weird. They're very deranged. They should have known this. If they were clever, they would have known that this was a bad move. They've made this bad mistake, and it's made you shine brighter than ever before, again, in the eyes of the narcissist. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.